dozens of vendor announcements, hundreds of architecture decisions, one question underneath all of it. The question that determines whether your AI strategy succeeds has nothing to do with which vendor you choose. I am Smita, and this is Pathbreakers. I want to give you the decision framework that holds regardless of which vendor wins, which announcement lands, or which architecture diagram becomes the new template. Not a summary of what is happening in the market, a tool you can use in your next board conversation. Let me share 4 things I am seeing that set up the framework. First, SAP CEO stood up at Sapphire this year and asked whether SAP would still be a software company. The answer is that SAP is positioning itself as an AI company that owns the orchestration layer above its own applications. The technology is real. The timeline is further than the keynote implied, but the decision is clear. And every other major vendor is making the same move. Second, the CFO of JP Morgan Chase said publicly that you cannot risk putting AI on broken processes. That is not a technology statement, it is a governance statement. Data readiness is the one constraint no vendor can fix for you. Third, based on analyst estimates, around 40% of SAP customers may still be on ECC in 2030. Not because they missed the deadline, but because the migration business case did not hold. So 3 paths to AI exist for those organizations right now. The path choice matters less than the data decision underneath it. Fourth, 6 major vendors: SAP, ServiceNow, Salesforce, Microsoft, Oracle, and Workday, all on the same consumption model. You pay per step, not per outcome. Most business cases modeled a process. The invoice counts the steps inside it. The organizations that model step-level costs before deployment design better agents than the one who discover the economics after the invoice. And the thesis from a 16Z that frames the forward view: ERP, CRM, and the major platforms will not disappear, but they will no longer be the primary interface where work happens. AI becomes the default entry point. The layer that used to serve as a bridge becomes the real highway. Here is the thesis. From what I am seeing, the most valuable AI asset in your organization is not the platform. It is the business context and data you can make available to whatever platform you choose. Both words matter: context and data together. The context is the process logic embedded in your system, the business rules, the approval hierarchies, the exception handling your teams have built over decades. No AI model arrives with that. You have to surface it and make it available. The data is the governed, clean, accessible record of what has actually happened. Not the data you would like to have. The data that exists in the quality state it is in, with the access controls it carries. That is the fuel. Without it, the platform runs, but goes nowhere useful. This is why SAP partnered with Anthropic for reasoning, Google for data infrastructure, and Microsoft for productivity. Their core asset is not the AI. It is the business context embedded in decades of ERP. That is what every one of those models needs to be useful in an enterprise. 3 scenarios for how this resolves. One vendor wins the orchestration layer, or open standards fragment the market and vendor selection becomes less consequential, or the AI layer becomes the primary interface, the platform becomes the infrastructure beneath it. The sequence is the same in all the 3. Own your data, govern your context, then pick your platform. Before you call your AI strategy complete, 5 questions worth asking. Have you answered what problem and what path for every active initiative? Not the general version, the specific one. Which decision, which delay, which process costs money or speed today? Do you know the quality state of the specific data in your highest priority initiatives depend on? Not a general data quality posture. The specific fields, their accuracy, who owns them? Which path to AI orchestration in your vendor ecosystem is officially supported? And are you deliberately on it? Have you remodeled your AI business cases at the step level against the current vendor pricing? Not the pricing from when the case was approved, today's pricing. And this is one of the most boards have not had. And what does your organization do differently in each of the 3 scenarios? Not which one you think will play out, what you would actually do differently if scenario B is correct instead of scenario A. The organizations that can answer that last question have a strategy. The ones that have only modeled their preferred scenarios have a bet. If the AI orchestration layer eventually becomes the primary interface, the organizations that invested in surfacing, governing, and making available their business context and data will benefit most from that transition, regardless of which vendor's layers wins. This is not a prediction. It is a structural observation. The organizations that own their data, that have documented their process context, and have built governed data access, get more from every platform simultaneously. Because the platform value is determined by what you bring to it. Own your data, govern your context, then pick your platform. That sequence stays correct in all the 3 scenarios. You're drawn. The most valuable AI asset in your organization is not the platform. It is the business context and the data you can make available to whatever platform you choose. Do you know what that context and data looks like right now? And is it in a state where an AI agent can reliably act on it? If the answer is yes, you are building. If the answer is no, this is where you start. That is one path. Go break yours.